Happy New Year, everybody. I am so happy you guys are all here. Today, we're going to be discussing a few things. Obviously, 2020 is going to be an interesting year, and I think it's going to be a wonderful year. I think it's going to be a very, very big year for Summon Tesla, this channel, as well as Tesla itself. Tesla finished the year with a record. It really, it's something else. It's something very, very special when it comes to a company and what it's capable of doing. And ultimately, I think there's a level of confidence that, has come slowly into the world of Tesla. And this is important. It's really, really important to see what Tesla is capable of doing and where Tesla is going in the future. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what I think is going to happen in 2020. I think it's going to be a wonderful year. And I'm also going to take a couple of minutes and tell you guys a few things about this channel and where we are going. I made some notes here as usual, so let's get right into it. Tesla for 2020 is going to be a very big deal. I think it's going to be one of those years that are going to be unforgettable. There's a lot of things happening with Tesla, and obviously there's many things that we already know. We know that the Model Y is going to be slowly going into production. I believe it's already, ramped up as of the beginning of January right now. And the biggest thing about that, I think, is that you have a company that already has the Model 3, now is going to have the Model Y. But I think that's actually the small stuff. I don't think that's the big stuff. I think in reality, there's a lot of things we don't know that are going to be big surprises for Tesla and what they're going to bring, in 2020 for us. The energy sector, when it comes to Tesla, and the technology sector, I think those are the things that this year is going to be a lot of focus on. And so I believe that we're going to hear a lot about the Tesla Solar, Tesla Energy, and with regards to FSD as well. Now, I personally think FSD it's tricky. I think it's tricky at best, but there are so many things that Tesla has done that I really didn't predict properly up to this point. And I figured initially, and I have videos on this going back to when I first started the channel, saying that FSD is something that I think is almost a pipe dream. And it is one of those things that really prevented me from actually going out and paying for FSD. Now, on my car, I do have EAP, Enhanced Autopilot, but I don't have FSD. And even till this day, I'm still thinking whether or not I should buy it. FSD has come along, I guess portions of FSD has come along really, really well. And ever since I've received the Summon, the Summon aspect of Tesla, the Summon works, but it doesn't work great. I think there's a reason for that. I think the key element is that it's not easy what Tesla is trying to do with regards to the hardware, the software. So I think this year we're going to see a few more little surprises coming from Tesla. I think overall it is going to be by far the best year ever. Of course, when I say the best year ever, it's kind of always been the best year ever. For a new company that's starting on the low end, starting out of nothing, as the company grows, it's always going to be the best year ever. And if you look at the way that Autopilot especially has come along, only in the last year and a half, there's been this steady rise of usability that really brought Tesla into a different world for a lot of us owners. I made a number of videos on Autopilot and its improvements. Currently, the software is ridiculous. It really works extremely well. There's a lot of things that I didn't expect for the car to be able to do. Summon it works kind of ish, but it's not perfect. It's nowhere near perfect. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's good, it's okay. And the reason for that is because there's still a lot of data being collected. The neural net is still learning. So I think this is going to be something in 2020 we're going to see a lot of minor updates that's really going to bring together the FSD, different parts of FSD. And when everything starts working together, I think this is going to be a very interesting year for FSD. Do I think it's going to be great? I think we are still a few years away, but I think we're really finally going to see where that potential lies with FSD. As for the energy sector, I think with Tesla and the energy sector, it's kind of a hit and miss. I think the solar roofs, the storage, I think a lot of these things are going to come along this year a lot. I think this is the year where Tesla really focuses in on the energy sector. With that said, I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. So it's really tough to discuss this, but I think this is where everything lies. But more than anything, I think there's some surprises that Tesla is going to bring us that we don't expect. And you have to remember, most people, whenever I talk to people about Tesla's going to bring a surprise we don't expect, people are like, well, that's not really possible, right? Let's not forget that Tesla kept the Cybertruck under wraps perfectly. Nobody even had a clue of what the real look of that truck is going to look like. I think they kept that under wraps very, very, very well. And I think they're working on projects currently that is also kept very well under wraps. And we're going to find out about this in 2020. The battery, I think, is going to be a big one. And this kind of goes back to the energy sector. I think the batteries there's obviously going to be a big surprise coming up. And, when you're talking about the investor days coming up and so forth and so on, I think Tesla has finally done something with the battery that is either unique or extremely efficient, which is saying a lot considering Tesla, by far, is leading the industry as far as the battery efficiency. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with this. I'm going to talk a couple of minutes here about this channel and where this channel is going to be going. 2019 was what I would call a test year for this channel. I've tried doing different things and see what works, what doesn't. And I have a list in front of me here. I honestly don't see a lot of things that I took out, but there's a lot of things I don't want to do anymore. However, what do I want to do? My first plan is obviously regularly scheduled uploads. So I am going to be doing 2 to 3 videos a week. I have not figured out which days yet. I'm very close, but it's kind of conflicting with my other channels, but there will be regularly scheduled videos coming up on this channel. I'm hoping every 2 to 3 days to put out a new video for you guys. Also on this channel, I'm going to be discussing Tesla topics only. And for me, this is, I kind of talked a little bit about discussing multiple EV options, talking about the Mach-E, talking about the Jaguar I-Pace, so forth and so on. But I don't want to make this an EV channel. I kind of want to keep it as a Tesla channel only. So for many people who are very interested about Tesla, I want them to be able to come to this channel and figure that out. Interviews is going to be the next thing on this channel. I've already done a number of different interviews on this channel, but I want to ramp that up a little bit and start doing more interviews where I can really get information from firsthand owners as well as Tesla themselves. That's a little bit more difficult, but I'm working on that as we speak. And of course, there's this new format. This new format obviously involves, a number of things. One of the biggest being is when you're looking at the intro, as you saw in the intro, there's something called Our Life Media that kind of pops up here and there. Our Life Media is my website. It belongs to my wife and myself. We started that to kind of bring together some of the other channels as well. I will not go too far into it. If you're interested, it's ourlifemedia.com, and that channel is going to be, the website is going to kind of give you a better explanation of things. There's also something really strange, which is a lot of you have come to ask me for merch, if I'm doing merch at all. Honestly, I don't think it's a big enough channel, but again, go over to ourlifemedia.com and there might be a surprise for you. And that's available today. Now, goals for this channel, I'm hoping to hit about 5,000 subscribers on the channel. Now, subscribers doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but what it does do is when you hit about 1,000 subscribers on any YouTube channel and 4,000 hours viewed, you're allowed to monetize the channel. Obviously, guys, things cost money, and as much as I love doing this, I still have to invest into this. So being able to monetize the channel helps out, even if it's just a couple of dollars here and there. So I would love your support on helping me out to get this channel to 5,000 subscribers. I think it's gonna make kind of balance things out for me a little bit. I am gonna be also looking at doing live streams. Now the problem with live streams is in order for me to actually be able to do a lot of live streams and a lot of these little things, the way YouTube works, I do have to have 1,000 subscribers before certain options get unlocked for me. Same thing like monetization. I cannot do it until I don't have 1,000 subscribers. This is definitely going to be a place where I'm going to focus a lot on the helpful hints and tricks for new buyers especially. I think the new buyers are not, the new Tesla owners are not getting enough information. So I'm going to try and work really hard at getting lots of tips and tricks out and really getting information for new buyers, as well as helpful hints for current buyers. There's a lot of things I am shocked even today where I talk to people and they've owned their car for about a year and they still don't know how to use it. I am going to be posting a little bit of a meetups here. Again, go to ourlifemedia.com. There's actually something there that kind of gets a little bit more in detail, in depth with it, where you guys can find out more. And overall, I want this channel to be a lot more fun, a lot more exciting. And I think that's really, really, really important. 2020 is going to be an interesting year. And again, I wish all of you a happy new year. Let me know in the comments below what you think Tesla will do this year, what your opinions are on how Tesla is going to impress us, I guess is the best way to say it. But what more than anything, I'd love to know what kind of surprises do you think Tesla has in store for us for 2020. All right, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to the next video. The next video coming out is something interesting, which is I'll be talking about a Tesla payment plan in regards to the FSD. Currently, the FSD stands at a very, very high price, and a lot of people have a hard time affording it. I kind of went in depth about it, so that's going to be the next video. It should be out in about 2, maybe 3 days. Thank you very much for watching. Please drive safe. Bye-bye.